police units, especially for robbery cases. And what triggered this protest? Police brutality, harassment, extortion, and so on. The spark of this protest was a video that went viral, allegedly showing a SAS officer that shot a young man in Delta State of Nigeria. That was in October 2020. And then this protest started against police brutality. So, what government did at that time was to change the name from SAS to SWAT. And young citizens of Nigeria saw it as just a mere rebranding. And the protest intensified. This protest attracted global attention because Nigerians in diaspora joined the protest wherever they are, in major cities of the world. And this got global attention. The perspective taken from this analysis is that of young Nigerians and victims of the state violence, victims of police brutality violence. The interpretation is that the NSAS protest was a man-made risk and disaster situation. When this protest intensified, government declared curfew, but protesters remained peacefully, and they did not respect the curfew order declared by government. So an order was given. Nigerian army was involved, police, Nigerian forces, and they opened fire on peaceful protesters, which led to a series of deaths and injuries. So this is a case of a protest turned disaster. Ideological judgment was police brutality, anti-impunity stance, critique of the state, failing to protect civilians, demand for accountability, and so on. Now, government tone, they were defensive in the killing of civilians. Government was protecting the security